So based on that and based on the court's procedures, this matter would then be stayed for, was it is the court setting it for 30 or 45 days?
It's 8 for 30 days.
Okay. So the stay would be in place, and then I advise Ms. Hall to continue with the process. And if unless the amount's paid in full, my client would have an opportunity then to try to have the stay lifted.
Okay. Do you understand that, Ms. Hall?
I sure do.
Okay, then you're all set for today. Then you're filing something with us to ask us to put it back on the docket, correct?
That is correct, Your Honor. The court sent out a letter to basically check mark, what the next step is. So after that 30 days expired, our client will advise us on how they're going to move forward, what the status is.
Okay, perfect. And then do we have, I know I stuck your co-counsel in a breakout room, Ms. McEachron. Are they back?
Yes, Your Honor. We are back, and the same thing with this case, Your Honor. The tenants are seeking Sarah assistance, and they've already submitted their application.
So I can leave now, right?
You can. And Ms. McEachron on Rossendale Woods versus Aaron McEachron. Are you back? Yeah. Yeah. That's the same thing. It's a 30-day stay.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
So what do we do? We come back to this, say, do I get a notice or?
You'll end up getting a notice if you have to have another hearing, okay?
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah, let me hang on just a second. Okay, so I have I can start in and let me get rid of Miss McEachron. Hang on. On my iPhone, what that's pointed towards the ceiling, what's your name?
Hello?
Sure, I'll take the Aristo 4. What's your last name? What's the complex that you're with?
You talking to me, ma'am?
Yes, I am.
Oh, I'm with Harbor Club. My name is John McMillan.
Okay, you're with Harbor Club
Yeah.
and John McMillan. Do you want me to put
Yes.
Miss Kingsley in with Mr. McMillan?
Yes, please, Your Honor.
Miss Kingsley, can you rejoin the breakout room that you were in?
And Your Honor, thank you.
Which is number 1, and I will send him there. And then on my iPhone, the gentleman with the cap, what's your last name? Unmute
John
yourself with the beard.
Tariq
Yep,
Crutchfield.
you with the just raised your hand. You got to
Oh, my
unmute
bad.
yourself, lower left.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah,
What's your name?
I'm with Country Meadows.
Country Meadows, and what's your last name?
ALUIA.
Michael?
Yes.
Mr. Morton, can you rejoin your breakout room number 2, and I'll send him there.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Go ahead and hit join, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Robinson, what are you here on?
Hi, Judge. I'm here on Iris Ayat.
Okay, and versus Aaron Mullins. Do we have Mr. Mullins?
I don't anticipate him showing, Judge.
Okay, then it's got to be, you just got to hang out for a half hour and I'll do the default.
Hey, that's fine, Judge. I have another matter with my resolve.
Okay.
Can I jump over to that one and come
Yeah,
back?
and you can come back at 10:30.
Okay, thanks, Judge.
You can see I need the screen room anyway, apparently.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Complete disaster today, yeah.
All right, thanks.
All right, thanks. Now, trying to do you guys in order, but I clearly don't have any idea what that even means. So you're gonna have to work with me. The person that's on the Samsung SM,
Yeah, this John McMillan.
no, Mr. McMillan, I told you to hit join to go into the breakout room.
My phone all messed up. I don't know how to do it.
Well,
Cause I dropped it and it's all cracked up.
or breakout room number 1. All right, well, so you can't hit the screen at all? Do I
Nope,
have
it's all
anybody
messed up.
else that somebody that's in that's in Rawsonville Woods? Anybody? Miss Holly, I'm gonna stick you in breakout room number 1, okay?
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I'm in, oh, my bad.
Go ahead and hit join, Miss Holly. And on the Aristo, you're gonna have to just wait. Do I have an authority on anything else? No, it doesn't look like it right now.
Then what about me?
What's your, what complex are you with?
Hart Providence at Harbor Club,
What's your last name?
Gibson Chambers.
As soon as. Okay, I have you listed under Harbor Club. Do you have a different last name?
It's either under Gibson Chambers. All my paperwork says Gibson Chambers
Okay, do you have
or
another?
Denise Gibson. It could be, it could just.
I have the case number, if that would be helpful.
Well, I don't have, I've just gone through the names and I don't have the name. Is there a different name on it?
Is
It
Gibson?
should just be filed
Denise?
under Denise Gibson.
What's the case number?
21-1256.
I don't have the file. I mean, I could stick her, it's not even, let's see. It's not even on my docket for today. Let me call the civil department, hang on.
There we go.
Ms. Gibson,
Yes.
you filed the paperwork with us that you filed with Sarah already. We stayed the case.
Yes.
So you're all set for today. For pallets, could you make that notation, Ms. Paglia? That the Sarah was filed, so it stayed for 30 days, okay? So you're free to
Okay.
go.
Thank
So
you.
I come back in 30 days?
No, you're gonna get a notice if they're either gonna work it out or they'll file something and send you a notice, all right?
Okay, okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank
You're all set.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh. You,
Russ,
Mr. Morton, who did you talk to?
Your Honor, Attorney Ian Morton, I spoke to Michael Aluya.
Is he back?
He is back. He's still listed as my phone. Oh, he's got the beard.
Yep.
He advised us that he's seeking, he submitted the SARA application and assistance, so this matter will be stayed for 30 days.
All right, do you understand, Mr. Alua?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right, you're all set for today then.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And then, on John McMillan,
Yes.
Mr. McMillan, Mr. Morton, I tried to put him in a breakout room. His phone's broken. Mr. McMillan, did you file the Sarah application?
Well, no, I told him last week, all I need is 1 week. I'm only $300 from paying the $3,800. And I get paid tomorrow. I'm just gonna pay it.
Okay, Mr. Morton,
Your Honor, was it, I mean, statutory time period provides 10 days, so if he's going to be able to pay it within 1 week, then statutory time period will give him time to be able to pay the balance off. Was it, I'd imagine there's going to be 1 or 2 cases minimally that are probably going to get set for formal trial dates or formal hearing dates because of some witnesses necessary. But if the court would prefer, we can either have a judgment enter or we can set it out for a formal trial date, then hopefully he pays by that point.
your preference, Mr. McMillan,
Okay, I didn't have it paid before 10 days.
what's that?
I said I have it paid before 10 days. I'm gonna pay it Friday.
Why don't I just adjourn it 1 week, Mr. Morton,
Okay.
to 10 o'clock next week? And then hopefully, if it's paid, then Mr. McMillan, you don't appear next week. You understand?
Okay.
That's just
So-
an adjourned here. It's not no witnesses or anything, Mr. Morton, because it's gonna be a disaster like this
I
again.
understand.
All right, you're
So
all
I
set
get-
for today, Mr. McMillan. And
So
then,
when do I come back?
Ms. Kinsley, who did you just talk to?
Your Honor, I spoke to Patricia Holly. She has submitted,
But wait, what complex? Because I stuck her in because Mr. McMillan couldn't figure it out. So,
Rossonville, Your Honor.
okay. And the last name is,
Holly, Hollie.
got it, and go ahead.
She has submitted her SARA application as well, so this one will be stayed for 30 days.
I'm Rossendale Woods as well.
You're gonna have to wait a minute. Okay, so you're all set, Miss Holly.
Okay, thank you. I can leave
Then,
now.
on Chris's iPhone, what
Yes.
a complex are you with?
Country Meadows,
What's your last name?
Kind, Kind.
Mr. Kind, did you file your SARA application?
Yes, I did. Along
When
with
did you
the-
do it?
the Declaration. I did that on Friday.
Any comments, Mr. Morton?
No, Your Honor, if he said that he submitted that, then was it, based on, the kind of the procedures, we'll take the word for it. I think he also mentioned, did you say that you filed a declaration as well?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Did you submit that to the community?
Yes, I emailed it.
Okay. I'm going to mark a note in my system because my client hasn't updated me yet on that. But Your Honor, so yeah, we have no objections. The court wants to put the stay in place on this for the 30 days.
So it stayed for 30 days. If they work it out, then you're done. You may get another hearing date if they don't, okay?
Okay.
You're all set for today.
All right. Thank you.
Uh-huh. On the Aristo 4, Mr. McMillan, why are you still here?
Oh, okay, I can go. I didn't know. I'm sorry. Okay.
You can
Thank
go,
you.
please. Yeah,
Okay. All right.
go. Mr. Osmond, what complex are you with?
Harbor Club.
And what's your last name?
Osman. Osman.
Mr. Osmond, did you file, have you filed a declaration or the paperwork for,
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. What you say?
have you filed your paperwork to get help?
They're supposed to get back with me, and I never got any emails or anything from the lady that was supposed to send it to me. So I didn't file it.
So you know what, Mr. Morton, where's she at?
Your Honor, are you looking for me?
Yeah, I am looking for you. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with him. Mr. Osmond, you're gonna hit join in just a second. I think you're still in one, correct, Miss Kingsley? Yep. So, Mr. Osmond?
Yes, I would join.
Go ahead and hit join. Miss Seaborn. Can you hear me? What
Yes, I can.
complex?
Can you hear me?
What complex are you with?
The Green Meadows.
For Green Meadows?
Yes.
What's your name?
Jacqueline Seaborn.
Yeah, I don't have a file and you're not on my docket.
Okay.
Mr. Morton, are you on Green Meadows?
Yes, Your Honor. The only Green Meadows, you're right, that I have listed today is Marinelle Bura, 11709 Meadow Circle, which is case 1247.
Oh, okay. They have sent me a letter.
Did you appear last week?
Or was it the week before?
I don't know. Did you file your paperwork?
Yes. It's
okay,
all done.
Pardon?
Yes, it's all done.
Well, then I'm sure that your case is on a 30-day stay.
Okay.
All right. So you're all set.
Okay. Thank you. All right.
All right. What about me, Your Honor? I'm sorry for interrupting.
No, you're good. What complex are you with?
I'm in Harbor Clubs.
And what is your last name?
Crutchfield.
Tariq?
Yep.
Mr. Morton, you know what? What's your status, Mr. Crutchfield?
I need a lot of things done because I had the money to pay it off, my rent, before all this could have taken place, but they locked me out. Then I tried calling, and nobody answered.
Wait, you can stop. I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Morton.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Morton, will you go ahead and rejoin breakout room number 2, and I'll put Mr. Crutchfield there.
Absolutely.
Can you get me together, Mr. Pettigrew?
On the person that's on Dell's iPhone, what case are you on?
Rossonville Woods.
And what's your last name?
Pettigrew.
Hang on just a second. We'll do you next.
All right, thank you.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yep, just hang out. I've got him in line. Okay, Deshaun Banks, what complex?
We're with Harbor Club. I'm sure on Nichols as well.
Hang on just a second. What's the name?
Sharon Nichols and Deshaun Banks for Harbor Club.
Yeah, I don't have you listed. Did you file paperwork with us saying that you,
Yeah, we had a court date last Wednesday, I believe, and I filled out my application. I submitted it to the court's email.
then
And then-
if you submitted it, we would have put a 30-day stay on your case. That's why
Well,
you're
they-
not on my docket today.
They gave me a Zoom code right after the court and they told me to appear today.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to have a talk with them about that because apparently you're not the only one, but you're not on my docket, so there's a 30-day stay. Okay,
So I'm good to go then.
you're good to go. Yep, thanks.
Thank you.
Mr. Robinson, you're just waiting on 10:30,
That's correct, Judge.
just a couple more minutes.
All right.
And I'm still here too.
Yeah, I know, Mr. Pettigrew, but I don't have somebody to talk to, so. Well, let me ask you a question, Mr. Pettigrew, did you file paperwork?
Yeah, I filed paperwork for here as well.
When did you do that?
2 weeks ago. This is actually my second court date. It was adjourned to the 7th. I had a first court date on the 31st.
All right, we'll go, Ms. Pagilia, do you got that one?
Mr. Pettigrew?
Pettigrew. Got it?
Yeah, he filed Sarah paperwork. Is that correct, Your
Yep.
Honor?
Yeah,
Correct.
he said 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna have to get it straight why they had all these people show up again if they already filed. All right, Mr. Pettigrew, then I'm gonna stay it for 30 days.
All right, have a good one.
Thanks, you too. Teresa Jackson,
Yes,
what complex are you with?
Rossville Woods.
And what's your last name? Oh, Jackson, right? And have you filed your Sarah paperwork?
Yes,
Is it under Wendell Jackson?
it's both.
Yep, got it.
Your Honor, this
Yeah.
is a termination case, not a non-payment case.
Okay, Miss Jackson, hold on just for a few minutes and I'll call your case.
Okay.
The 1+8 5G, what complex are you with?
Country Meadows,
And what's your last name?
Macklemore Jr.
Reginald?
Yes,
Did you file Sarah paperwork?
yes, in the process of it.
In the process of it, or you've already done it?
Oh yeah, we was in the process of it.
Okay, that didn't answer my question. So when are you gonna file it?
Today.
Then I'll adjourn it 1 week. You have to get it filed and then email the court and then we'll stay the case, okay?
Okay,
So you'll have to get it filed and then email the court,
okay,
all right?
all right,
You're all set.
all right, thank you.
Could you repeat who that was?
Yep, Country Metals and last name Macklemore, first name Reginald, case 211203. Renee Thompson, what complex are you with?
Rossville Woods.
And last name Thompson?
Yes.
Could it be under another name?
Susan Thompson.
I got it. Did you file Sarah paperwork?
I did.
When did you do that?
I actually just filed yesterday. I was trying to get a hold of St. Vincent de Paul's and they weren't returning my calls. So I filed the SCR papers.
Okay, I'll stay it for 30 days, okay? You gotta follow up with that. Do you understand?
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Mr. Robinson, I'll take your default on, you gotta unmute yourself.
Sorry, Judge. Aye.
On Ayat versus Aaron Mullins. I'll take a default judgment. You can send it in.
Thanks, Judge.
You're welcome. And then also on Lambert Properties,
Yes, Your Honor.
good morning again, Lambert Properties versus Fonzie Evans and Lambert Properties versus Floyd Taylor are both defaults.
Okay.
Right, so you can send the paperwork in, okay?
I will. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
I should have done.
All right, and then, Miss Kingsley, did you talk to Mr. Osmond?
I do, Your Honor. I believe there's some miscommunication. Mr. Osmond's case was actually dismissed.
Oh, well, we didn't get the paperwork on it.
Oh, you didn't? Okay, we can submit a dismissal.
No, it's fine. I mean, they would have pulled it if it had been dismissed. All right, you're all set, Mr. Osmond.
All right. Have a great day, Judge.
Thank you. You too.
Yep. Bye.
On the St. Clair's, can you please mute yourself? Apparently not. Apparently I have to do it. All right, I have Teresa Jackson, Miss Kingsley. Can I put you in a breakout room with her?
Sure, Your Honor. I'll go back in.
On St. Clair's, can you hear me? Miss Soderberg, can you hear me? No, Lisa Kozak, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
What complex are you with?
I'm the landlord for Van Buren Estates.
Oh, well, I apologize that let me pull Van Buren Estates. And I'm sorry, does, oh, Ballots represents you too.
Yes.
Okay, got it. And I have that Anthony Moore and Daniel Oshansky. I mean, I guess that Mr. St. Louis, what case are you on?
I'm the landlord with Harbor Club. Your
Okay,
Honor.
got it. Okay. And then on the Samsung SMG327A, can you unmute yourself? What's your last name? Yeah, I can't hear you. Does anybody recognize that gentleman? Do we know what complex he's from?
Samsung SM. It's hard to tell, Your Honor. I don't recognize the gentleman.
Mr. Morton, who did you just talk to?
I just spoke to Mr. Was it Crutchfield, Tariq Crutchfield? It says
Correct.
Tariq's iPhone.
Yep.
If I may, Your Honor.
Yep.
Mr. Crutchfield and I spoke. Was it he advised that he is moving forward with the SERA assistance. So based on that, was it the matter will be stayed for 30 days.
Okay. All right, you're all set, Mr. Crutchfield.
Okay.
And then Miss Soderberg is with you guys on one of the complexes, isn't she? I recognize the name from before, but
I'm just double checking. Here I am just trying to manage all this to my own end.
no, I understand. And on the Samsung, gentlemen, can you hear me? You got to unmute yourself, lower left. On the St. Clair's, what complex are you with? St. Clair Mitchell, what complex are you with? Okay, sir, on the Samsung, what complex are you with?
Country Meadows,
Country Meadows, and what's your last name?
Lockard, Lockard.
Ronnie?
Yes,
And have you filed the Sarah paperwork?
yes, I did
When did you do that?
last week.
All right, I'm going to stay this case for 30 days.
Okay.
All right.
Can I have
so
a
if you-
question? A
Pardon?
question?
Yeah,
Okay, I haven't heard from them. I'm feeling very hopeful with them, but I got it set up with my dad where if I can't get it through Sarah, he's willing to help me.
okay, then we can talk about that. Let's wait 30 days, and you can reach out to Country Meadows and work that out if Sarah doesn't come through for you, okay?
Okay.
Okay,
So I'll
you're
get
all set.
something through the mail.
Yep,
Okay, thank you.
you're
You have a
welcome.
great
Have a
day.
good day.
Thank you. You
St.
too.
Clair Mitchell, what complex are you with? Hello? Do you guys find his name anywhere, Miss Paglia? Do you see them?
Let me look.
Oh, I've got it. It's Rawsonville Woods.
Correct.
Do you have anything that they filed?
Mitchell.
Well, while they're trying to figure it out, why don't we go through the defaults? Ready?
Which community would you like to start with, Your Honor?
Van Buren Estates,
Okay.
default on Daniel Ochansky and on Anthony Moore.
Okay, Your Honor, was it Daniel Olshansky? Understood, Your Honor. Your Honor, was it this matter was for Daniel Olshansky, which is case number 211279LT. This is a non-payment of rent. The tenants did make a recent payment since the filing of the case. However, core costs and a small balance totaled was it rents retained of $192.98, core costs of $166 for a total of $358.98. That's past due and owing. Nor was it, we would look to the court for guidance as normally, the core costs are still due as well as a small balance. So I'd look to the court if the court will enter a judgment on this matter.
Yep, I'll enter a default. You got to sign the paperwork.
Will do.
Van Buren Estates versus Anthony Moore.
Your Honor, was it Mr. Moore? This is a just cause termination based on Mr. Moore's failure to appear. We'd ask a default judgment for possession to be entered.
Send the paperwork over. I'll do a default judgment.
Thank you.
Country Meadows. Juan, I think that's it for Mr. St. Louis, correct?
Mr. St. Louis has Harbor, has Providence Harbor.
Oh, somebody was. Who was?
That was me. That was me, Judge.
Lisa, yeah.
Okay, Lisa
yep.
Kozak. Yeah,
Thank
you're all
you.
set, Miss Kozak.
Thank you.
Then I'll go ahead and do Harbor Club next so he can go. Hector Aguilera.
Your Honor, for the record, again, just for Harbor Club in general, was Attorney Ian Morton of Pallets Law. Rents retained are $3,701.52, core costs of $167 for a total of $3,868.52. And this is a possession-only action for non-payment of rent.
Default judgment entered. You can send it over. Harbor
will.
Club versus Rama Abraham.
Let's see now. Your Honor, based on Mr. Abraham's failure to appear, we're asking a default judgment for possession to be entered. Rents retained are $5,124.08, core costs of $167 for a total of $5,291.08.
I'll make that notation. Harbor Club versus Lashina Lockhart.
Your Honor, based on Ms. Lockhart's failure to appear, we're asking for a default judgment for possession to be entered. Rents retained are $5,792, court costs of $167, for a total of $5,959.00. This is a possession-only action.
Harbor Club versus Daniel McCarter.
Your Honor, based on Mr. McCarter's failure to appear, we're asking a default judgment for possession to be entered. Rents retained are $4,118, court cost of $167, for a total of $4,285.00.
Harbor Club versus Gregory Wilson.
Your Honor, Mr. Wilson has made significant payments on the account. At this time, the only remaining balance is $108.32. We'd look to court for guidance if they wish to, if they'd enter a default judgment based on that amount.
I mean, I'll enter the default judgment and then, you know, if he reaches out to the court, we'll deal with it.
Understood, Your Honor.
Green Meadow Apartments versus Brandon Glover.
Brandon, Your Honor, I believe we submitted a dismissal on Mr. Glover. Is this 1246?
It is.
I'm just double checking my notes, but I believe you said Green Meadows, Brandon Glover?
Yep.
Yes, Your Honor, this matter can be dismissed.
Okay. Green Meadows versus Marinel Burra.
Your Honor, Ms. Burra has made a recent payment just last night, and her rents retained are $830.25, court costs of $166, for a total of $996.25.
I'll enter the default judgment.
Your Honor, I just want to make sure that I'm free to go.
Yep, you are.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You too. Belleville Manor versus Sheila Stillner.
Belleville Manor. Your Honor, based on Ms. Stiltner's failure to appear and or any of her, representatives, we'd ask that a default judgment for possession be entered. Rents retained are $4,073.34, court costs of $188, for a total of $4,261.34.
Okay, I'm gonna interrupt right here because I know that Miss Kingsley spoke to Miss Jackson, although my understanding is from Miss Peglia that it's a termination case.
It is, Your Honor. At this time, we would request that this matter be scheduled for a formal trial date.
By Zoom?
Yes, please, Your Honor.
As the court determines the time period, Your Honor, I'd like to advise the court on knowing this matter. There will be a subpoena for at least one police officer in this matter. If the court can take that in consideration.
That's fine. So you need time to do a subpoena.
Correct, Your Honor.
Do you think 2 weeks is enough time if I set it for Monday, the 19th, or is that too soon?
I would probably prefer 3 weeks, Your Honor, just to make sure that we also want to, got to confirm with the court, the officer as well, to give him enough time.
Tuesday, May 4th at 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Do you understand that that you're gonna appear by Zoom on May the 4th at 10 o'clock for a bench trial?
Yes.
Okay, and then any witnesses that you want to testify, on your behalf, bring them then too, okay?
Okay.
All right, you're all set. Has anybody got
Thank
a
you.
phone number? You're welcome. And you're gonna call in on the same Zoom number.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody got a phone number for the Mitchells? She's frozen, he's frozen.
Danielle, do you know which community they're with?
Rawsonville Woods.
Rawsonville Woods. Okay, give me one moment. I might. Your Honor, if I can, if you want to give me one moment, I can see if I can obtain one. So just
Yeah.
one moment, Your Honor.
That's fine. Can Miss Kingsley continue with the defaults or no?
Ms. King, yeah, you can go ahead and do that, right? Okay, cool.
All right, let's do Rawsonville Woods. Starting with Everdith Blankenship.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brianna Kingsley, P84929 of Pellets Law, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff. At this time, we would request entry of a default possession-only judgment. There is rent to retain in the amount of $1,879.67, costs of $166, making the total amount due and owing today $2,045.67.
Default judgment will be entered. You can send the paperwork in. Rawsonville versus Michelle Brocato.
Your Honor, Brianna Kingsley appearing. At this time, we would request entry of a default possession-only judgment, rent to retain $1,673.95, cost of $166, total amount due and owing $1,839.95.
Rawsonville Woods versus Makia Duffin.
Your Honor, we would request entry of a default possession-only judgment, rent to retain in the amount of $1,792.51, costs of $166, total amount due and owing $1,958.51. And Your Honor, we would request that the writ date be moved to June 30th of this year based on plaintiff's receipt of a CDC declaration.
Okay. Rawsonville versus Juan Dirty.
Your Honor, we would request entry of a default possession-only judgment, currently rent to retain in the amount of $4,017.37, cost of $166, making the total amount due and owing $4,183.37.
That's right.
Rawsonville versus Jessica Newman.
Your Honor, I believe that one should be a dismissal.
All right, I'll dismiss it.
Thank you, Judge.
And then Rawsonville versus Windhurst L. Shape.
Your Honor, at this time, we would request entry of a default possession-only judgment, currently rent to retain in the amount of $2,210.25, costs of $188, making the total amount due and owing today $2,398.28.
Okay, I'll make that issue. Mr. Williams, Lewis Williams, what complex are you with?
I am with the Harbor Club, and it's for what was it?
What's your last name?
Williams.
I don't think that I had it, and I didn't default it.
Your Honor, I believe Mr. Williams is seeking Sarah assistance, so this case would be stayed for 30 days.
Yeah, it must have already been stayed, Mr. Williams. You must have sent us the paperwork at the court, and we stayed it all.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, because on the first, they told me to appear on the today,
Okay,
so I'm
it
sorry.
stayed. Yeah,
Okay.
you're all
What
set.
would be is there another date that I'd have to
No,
appear
there's
in court?
not. It's just stayed
Okay.
for 30 days, and then if there's another date, you'll get a notice, okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, you're welcome. On the Mitchells, Mr. Morton?
Yes, Your Honor, I located 2 different phone numbers. Do you want me to try to call them, or would the court like
Oh,
to try
yeah,
to call?
go ahead, try to call them.
Okay, I will do that.
Yeah, Ms. Kingsley, Country Meadows versus Jamal Cooper.
Your Honor, at this time, we would request entry of a default possession-only judgment. There is rent to retain in the amount of $4,902.28, costs of $158, making the total amount due and owing $5,060.28.
I'll enter that. Country Meadows versus Brandon Gilliam.
At this time, we would request entry of a default possession-only judgment, currently rent to retain in the amount of $6,912.08, costs of $158, making the total amount due and owing $7,070.08.
And Country Meadows versus Marvin Harrison.
Your Honor, at this time, we would request entry of a default possession-only judgment, rent to retain $1,678.66, costs of $158, making the total amount due and owing $1,836.66.
And Country Meadows versus Sabrina Perez.
Your Honor, at this time, we would request entry of a default possession-only judgment, rent to retain in the amount of $682.68, costs of $158, total amount due and owing $840.68.